Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 44 of Direwolf20's Let's Play. Last episode you saw me working on a force field system to act as a bit of a bridge. I'm going to finish that up this episode. Might get into some forestry stuff, but not entirely sure if I'll have time. We'll see what we can do. A couple other things. We'll see what happens. Let's get started. Alright, let's see. Is this portal still working? Yeah, sweet. I can get back underneath my little thing here. So the first thing that I think would be a very smart move is no longer require a lever inside this crazy underground area here. We're definitely going to need to do something about that. Also, the issue is, as you might have recalled from my last episode, and I haven't filled this ground in yet, but I'm not exactly reaching exactly where I want to get. You can see that this thing is just a few blocks shy of getting me where I want to go, and it's not exactly connecting up with this land either. So we're going to have to do something about that. I'm debating whether I want to put a second force field generator down there, or if maybe I just want to have a little bit of a land bridge extension here, that this just connects to land bridges. We'll see what we decide. Alright guys, so I need a way to activate this force field bridge, and I'm going to work on the activation piece before I decide whether I want 2 force fields or maybe just a bridge. I'm kind of leaning towards a bridge extension. So what I'm going to need here is 2 stone cathodes, 2 stone wires, and 4 of those little guys. And I'm also going to need to get myself a timer, and I'll get those guys crafted and I'll be back in just a moment. Alright, so I've crafted a wireless receiver, 2 transmitters, toggle latch, and a timer. And I do have some red alloy wire on me. There it is. Good. I'm going to need that stuff, of course. Alright, let's sneak down here and see what we can design real quick. I'm just going to knock these guys off here. Now this is going to be just basically our little system that we want to build upon, right? Right. And let's see what we can build here. And, hey, iron, sweet. Yeah, no, I'm rolling in resources right now. I'm getting excited by iron, but what do you want from me? It's an exciting time. So what I want to do is pretty much place down my receiver here, and let's find a wireless frequency that I haven't used yet. And I believe that I could go with frequency 4. Yeah, I don't think I've used frequency 4 yet, but we'll find out if I did. I should really remember to keep track of these, but I'm pretty sure I didn't, so we'll see. I do kind of keep track of them, but sometimes I forget to write it down. Alright, so frequency 4, looking good. And that guy is going to connect up to my toggle latch. And I'm also going to have a timer built in. So the goal here, just so you guys know, is that I'm a little bit afraid that I might forget to turn off my bridge. So let's say I go activate my bridge and I go walk across it and I'm filming a video and I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing, and then all of a sudden I forgot and I've used like 20 Lapitron crystals worth of power, and that would be silly. So my goal here is to pretty much wire this thing up like so, right? I could set up my toggle latch and just need to get my screwdriver here. Where are you at, buddy? There you are. Maybe just rotate you like so. And I can run my cabling like this, and then what'll happen is, so right now, the thing's off, right? And if I flip it, it's still off. So it's not doing what I want. Let me see, hang on. Alright, so I'm going to test this out by just placing down my wireless transmitter. Let's say right here is a good spot, frequency 4. And I should have a redstone torch on me somewhere. Of course, I don't happen to. There we go. Now, is that doing what I want it to do? This is me testing. Alright, so yeah, I need this thing coming out the sides here. I always forget which side these things need to be on. So let's try that out. Hey, working. Alright. You drawing energy? Yeah, we are. There we go. Energy's on, so that's cool, right? Doing what we want it to do. Now, also appending to this thing, I want to have a little bit of a timer. So I'm going to need these guys, stone cover strips, right? And I will also need this and my timer. And what I want to do here, place a stone cover strip like that. You know what? I wonder if this will work. I place my timer like so, get that stone pressures thingy there, that cover strip. Yeah, go away, cover strip. And I'm just going to basically reorient this guy, right? And that should work, but I might need a NOT gate there. So maybe it might take a little bit. But what I'm hoping to have here is basically a little timer that flips it off after a set period of time. So yeah, I'm definitely going to need a NOT gate there, because it's pretty much doing the opposite of what I want it to do right now. Alright, requested the materials for a NOT gate from my nice little requester pipe system here. Let's see if I can't wire this guy up nice and compact like, right? But not go through my portal. Ha ha ha. Alright, so that guy's now pulsing, and I want to pretty much do this. There we go. Ha! Is that doing what I want it to do? Yeah. See, it's holding it in the off position. So what should happen now, and I'm going to make this timer, let's just say like 10 seconds for now. It's not going to be that short in real life. What I want to do is be able to pulse it, right? So right now my force field is off. I want to be able to pulse the button over frequency 4. And that should activate the force field, so the thing's running right now. And I could pulse it again and shut it off right away, right? And that'll turn it off, if I pulse it. But if I forget to turn it off, after X amount of seconds, it'll automatically shut off. So it's kind of like a little auto shut-off system. And I know I suck at redstone, but I think that's pretty efficient. I'm sure somebody's going to post and say, dude, you could have done it in one gate, you're a dummy. And I'll say, yeah, you're right, I am. But it does what I want. What do you want from me? Alright, so now let's set up, I don't know, like over here, I'm thinking. Let's just place down our wireless transmitter on frequency 4. And redstone torch. See? It turns on. Ta-da! And then I could run across my bridge. Now 10 seconds later I'm going to drop, right? Because it's like, here's the auto shut off. Whoa, there we go. So now let's go down here, pick up this wireless transmitter, which doesn't need to be here anymore. This was just for testing, remember? And let's give this thing like a realistic shut-off time. Let's make it like, I don't know, 300 seconds, right? So if I forget to shut it off, 5 minutes it'll run, no big deal, not going to worry about it, should be cool. So let's get out of here. Alright, so that's a 5-minute timer. Because you guys know me, I always forget to turn stuff off. Remember my engines? Yeah, problem. Anyway, where was I at? Oh, right. Let's build a little bridge here. So I'm going to pretty much build up a bridge, like so. And I think this looks pretty good. Let's get our crafting table here and just build like a nice little pretty system. If I place some grass down, or some dirt that is, right here maybe? Yeah, that looks cool. Not bad. And we'll get this guy and place down some nice stone slabs. Might need a little bit more than that. There we go. I can step up to my bridge. Now I'm definitely going to need a bridge control, and that's where this thing comes in. Right, so let's flip this guy off. And let's see, how do I want to have a bridge control? Could just do something as simple as this, right? But I don't know. Let me think about exactly the way I want this to work. Alright, I've gone with marble here, and I could probably have done any building material, but I'm trying to branch out and maybe do something that looks a little, I don't know, nice. So, just going to run some redstone down the back, nothing terribly fancy. Place down my transmitter. He doesn't like being underwater, does he? Really? That's interesting. I didn't think he'd have a problem with that. Yeah, Mr. Squid, I'm sure you want to bother me. Causes you to die. Alright, can't go placing you underwater, can I? So let's build a little area here for this thing to live inside of, or maybe I could just do something about that. Hang on a moment. Alright, let's just build a little control box underneath here. Let's simply place something like this. thing I went and made that nifty little thing, huh? The helmet that lets me breathe underwater. Now, can I just place this right in here? You're gonna be a problem. Yeah, you're gonna be a problem, aren't you? Alright, let's see what I can do about this. And then what I'm going to do is maybe just grab my Vulcanite amulet. Where are you at, buddy? There it is. Don't want this thing quite so well charged. Just want to burn out the inside here. Hey, perfect. Now I can plant this thing down, set them to frequency 4, and maybe break my way out of here, but let me just place down a few more marble. Alright, and now I just need to wire them down properly. Let's see if that pulse will work now. Hey, look, it worked. There's my bridge. Pulse it again. Bridge is off. Haha, neat. I like it. And hey, it's just in time to sleep. Now I'm going to run over here and build the extension for my little other side of this bridge. So there we go. Bridge activates and I can run right across. No problemo. Now let's build a little extension here like so. I can extend right off of this thing, which is awesome. Starting to really like force fields already. And there we go. So now I've got a neat little connector block. Now I'm going to have to do the same thing I did over there for another control switch on this side of the bridge. So I'm going to build that real quick off camera so you guys don't get to see me fumbling around underwater again. Alright, and look at this. Nice little system built again on this side. So, button turns on and off the force field. Sweet. I like it. Now let's build a door. How am I going to do that? Alright guys, came back to my base, picked up some pistons, picked up some slime balls. It's time to make a sticky piston door. I made 6 of these guys. I have some interesting ideas about how I want to do this. It's going to kind of work like the way I did my marble room, and I did a little testing, and you'll be surprised to see how well basalt covers work on this system I have in mind here. I'm only right now trying to figure out exactly how I want to control this little system that I've got in mind. Do I want to have a button press that opens the piston doors? And oh boy, it's getting dark out, and I don't know exactly what I'm going to do, but let's figure it out. So, like, basically, I'm going to have a piston, like, there. But not facing that way, of course. That's much better. And look what happens when I try and use my basalt cover on that guy. So you can almost not even tell that there's a cover there. It works actually pretty well. I place one down here too, you're like extra convinced. So I like that. And we're going to need that one there. You can really not even see. Let me go make it daytime real quick. Alright, here we go. So look, approaching this thing, you can't even tell those covers are there. I mean, it's practically impossible to notice. So I'm going to go ahead and place down a couple more. I mean, if you're right under it, you can kind of tell, but, I mean, not bad at all, really. And I basically want to have, like, a triple door here, right? So this and this, and this and this. And that looks pretty darn cool. Did not want to mine that thing out. There we go. So I'm thinking that looks pretty good. What do you guys think? Yeah, not bad at all. So let's just pretend that we're running a redstone current behind this thing for a moment, but I basically want to do the same thing down underneath here. I want to have a little guy here, here, and here, right? And then grab myself my sticky pistons and do something like this. Is that gonna... No, it's facing the wrong way. I'm gonna have to do a little work to get these guys to face properly. Let's see how much luck I can have, and if I really aren't having any luck, I might have to just break the thing right above me there. Come on, dude, break. One of these days, please. There we go. Stupid flowing water. Alright, I might have to break these blocks right up here. There we go. And see, I did leave my force field on. Like I said I would. So basically I want to place my pistons like so, right? And then I want basalt on there. And then you can't even tell that there's really anything going on here. This looks like a pretty standard little hallway. But then when I apply my redstone current, it's going to look awesome, I hope. So let's get out of here and get ready to run some redstone. Alright, just dug out this room a little bit. Going to place down my redstone wiring like this, right along these guys here. Looking good. Then I can run my redstone right along this wall here. Yeah. How exactly do I want to wire this thing up? I haven't exactly decided how I want to open this door. Do I want to be at a button push? Do I want to have just a pressure plate here? I don't know if I like the idea of a pressure plate, because I don't think I can have like a nice dark colored one like the basalt cover. Give me a minute to think about how I want to activate or trigger this redstone system, but for now, I think what I'll do is I'll just have a button, just for testing and making sure everything's working right. Maybe just a lever, something like that. I'm gonna run this guy like so. That looks good. That should do what we want. So now if I just get a lever and place it out there. I did not place either of those levers in the proper spot, did I? I think I'm off by one horizontal smidge. Hey, there we go. Sweet. Not bad looking at all, especially from a distance. Okay, let's wire up the ground now too. So underneath here, I'm just running the same basic gist. And now, everything's nice and connected. Cool. And I should be able to cover this stuff up with just regular basalt. Don't need to use my covers just yet. Looking good here. And from the outside, you can't really see anything. But activate your thing, and it looks like all is well. Keep falling in the water. I mean, when you get real close, you can tell there's covers there, obviously, right? But, I mean, dude, that looks perfect. And then, whatever we're going to use to trigger the system open is going to open like so. And I think that looks pretty nice. Incidentally, guys, back down in my reactor room, while I'm trying to decide how I want to set this up, and I'm charging my Lapatron suit and my lab pack here. You can see them getting charged up by the charging bench. Just kind of using this as another charging bench in my system. It's not going to pull anything out, obviously, because it's not expecting to have any items sitting there. But it should be alright. Now, one thing to note is I'm starting to run low on power. These guys are all empty. So I'm thinking it might be time to build another quick... Oh yeah, I need quantum boots for that thing to work, don't I? Are they done charging? They are, hooray! Yep, magnetizers don't work with a metal form of boots, remember that, guys. Why don't we go compress ourselves just a couple... Let's see, how are we for cells? We have 4, that's good. Oh, I missed my quantum leggings already. And where's my retriever tool? Let's remote order myself some uranium. It's around here somewhere. Sweet. What's this thing doing, by the way? Electrolyzer? Just charging up. Cool. Singularity compressor. Refined uranium. Time to kick off that cell thing again. Nuclear reactor. Let's go. So I should notice that my lights will change. Let's see. This is the first time, actually, I think I'm testing my lights changing and whatnot. So if I go into my reactor room, open this up, place my uranium in, should all turn on and we get the green light. Perfect. Exactly what I wanted to see. And I should be able to flip the lever off. Good. Works like a charm. Flip it back on. That's triggering a cooling cycle. A couple people mentioned that might happen. I'll figure out a way to fix that eventually. But for now, we're running and everything's cool. Well, not cool, getting hot, but you get the point. So I'll let that guy run. Let's get that annoying noise to go away a little bit. Hey, much better. And our suits are all filled up. And my MFSUs here should all start filling up awfully soon. Like, really soon. Comparatively speaking, of course. Alright guys, I thought about this a little bit. I was debating if I wanted to make this a complicated system or something pretty easy, but I think in the end I just decided to go with the good old-fashioned pressure plate. So why don't I just wire this guy up like so. All I really need to do is run a wire like this. Now how exactly do I want to do this? Probably around here, but I want to make sure that I'm not really, making this too noticeable. So let's actually kind of go under this like this. Maybe not. I might need to do it in here. I don't want it to be like terribly noticeable, if you know what I mean. As much as I wanted it to. That's alright. I'll loop this around here and that should work out rather well. Give me a minute, guys. There we go. Much better. Doing exactly what I wanted to. Now, how noticeable is this from out here? Can you really tell that there's anything down there? Nope. Hardly at all. Unless you really know what you're looking for. Now, I should be able to just step on that pressure plate, right? Let's get this thing off there. Alright, so now I just need to reverse that with a NOT gate, but no big deal. And a few moments later, make myself a NOT gate, and let's just get this guy hooked up here. Where exactly do I want to put him? Maybe right here on this wall. No, that's probably not a good idea. Just because this thing's snaking all around, this might make it a little tricky, but I'm sure we'll figure it out. What if I put him just right up here? I want this to not be too noticeable, and I feel like if I put my wire there, it's going to be obvious. So give me a moment here. There we go. Wound up putting the NOT gate underneath the bridge. Hopefully not noticeable at all from under here. Let's give it a quick look. So from upstairs, not a big deal, right? Yeah, not bad at all. Let's see how it looks when we're running from across here. Oh yeah, that looks good. And I can just step right in, and boom. Oh, can't get out, can I? So, better real quick build myself a way to get out of this dark little room. Alright guys, so I just rewired it underneath the inside of the volcano room here. Basically, let's walk through how this works. It should be pretty straightforward. Stepping on this pressure plate opens everything up, and stepping on this one opens everything up, except for one that looks like it's getting a little bit stuck. I'll fix that in a moment though, it shouldn't be too hard. Let's see. Yeah, it's because of that. So, all I gotta do is probably just knock this guy off here and rewire him a little bit differently. But basically I have both wires meeting inside this room and hitting the NOT gate in here, so that way both wires are connected and do pretty much the same thing. So I'm just going to go fix that cabling issue now. Alright, hopefully it's bright enough with this glowstone down here to see what I'm doing. Is my wire was running right over that piston, which is exactly what was causing the issue. Herpy-derp on my spot. So I'm going to go with some jacketed wiring here to get this guy reconnected once more. And I should be able to just run him like so. Let's break this guy off. And now we should be in good shape. And I know it's getting dark out, but hey, that works like a charm. Cool, I like it. Let me go sleep through the night here and then progress. Alright, so the next thing I'm making here is some iron bars. I just have an idea on something that might be cool. I have no idea how well it'll work, but what the heck. I'm going to throw this in here with some of you guys, get some gunpowder, gonna need that. Sure, why not? Let's grab my Vulcanite amulet. Perfect, exactly what I was looking for here. And just run down the wall here. Where do I want to place this? Maybe right down here. What if I were to place lava source block up there? Looks kind of cool. Now, can I place iron bars in front of this thing? Probably not. Yeah. No, that's not at all what I was thinking it would do. Looking for a bit of an effect like... Okay, so I guess that's kind of working like a fence, right? So I'm looking for more like a cover type effect. So let me think about this a minute. You know what I could do? Yeah, I don't like the idea of that either. I'm thinking for now, maybe I just want to... Yeah, look at that. Lava physics doing the work for me. Not bad. Don't want to have any issues down there. And hey, who told this water he could come in here? I don't think I want to have lava flowing over those blocks down there, right? Probably a bad idea. But I should be able to cover this up without any ill effects, right? Yeah. Perfect. Yeah, not bad. Alright, that works, right? Good. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. Might stick with that, might change it up, we'll see. Alright guys, so let's recap. We've got our little force field bridge here working, got a nice little pressure plate system that lets us inside this room. Looks like it works pretty well, no complaints. Not entirely sure why there's a little bit of an artifact there. That might be Optifine doing that. It doesn't look as nice as it usually does when I use piston doors, but alright, that's cool for now. Might change up this lava, might not sure. But I feel like this is a pretty good wrapping up point for the episode. You know, it's hitting the half an hour mark or so, so I'm sorry to say, guys, I think it's time to wrap up here. Hope you guys enjoyed checking out episode 44 of Direwolf20's Let's Play. I'll be back next time to do a little bit more work on that little volcano base. I'm going to make it actually pretty much better than the first little underground volcano area I had. The first version was alright, but because I didn't have any of that cool, nice looking smooth basalt down in the lower depths of the volcano, I wasn't able to do as many cool things as I wanted to with it. So I think we'll be doing pretty well in coming episodes. So this is Direwolf20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Take it easy.